Companies are full of history, from the time that they start, how they started, which members of the team were part of the founding organization. And these are some of the most exciting parts of a company's starting point, the tough times, getting the products right, getting the services right, finding the market, and really building up a strong value. As companies grow, I think it's important to maintain that sense of relevance, but we can always link back to companies' original starting DNA. And it's always a talking point with the staff and customers to refer back to all the different experiences that happened over the years, and helps to strengthen and create an identity for a company. Tech startups have a very interesting way of coming to be. Sometimes they're not always planned, they're not always logical. It's people stumbling across an idea, stumbling across a product or service that they've defined. But really, you've got to have a clear vision. Once you've really onto something and you believe that there is a future in that, you have to push forward. You have to have a clear vision. You shouldn't be afraid of failures. Failures are there to define us and to define success. And for every one success, you might have 10 failures. But it's really learning from those mistakes, picking yourself up, getting on the saddle, moving forward, driving again, but maintaining that clear vision and commitment is really, really important, because in the end, it's very rewarding when you get it right. But we have to manage those stumbling blocks and the peaks and troughs of being a tech startup entrepreneur. I think the role of creativity and technology are completely linked. If we look at some of the best products and services available to us today, they are built by some of the best creative and most ambitious minds around. And this is something that underpins technology. It's quite an art form in many ways to build a proper application, a proper software, a proper network in any shape or form. And the creativity really helps us not just to, provide a service for a means to an end, but also to develop a whole ecosystem of different types of services into the future. So really you have to look for the creative, talented minds to help drive a technology company. You can't underestimate the role of communication in a company, big or small. You have to remain connected through to your staff and your marketplace and your customers. We do this in a number of different ways: our internal marketing, our external marketing, our formal agendas, our informal agendas. We have social occasions where the staff can get together, celebrating small successes or large successes. It's very important. People come to work and it's generally, tough to keep abreast of the changes and deliver the value to the market. So you have to always find ways to connect with each other and share those updates, both up and down in the company. I think this is very important. It's a non-stop thing. It's on all the taxi rides, it's on all the train rides, it's on every flight to a meeting. It's, on the weekends, it's being continuously immersed. And especially today in a technology company, we are immersed in so much change. There's an incredible amount of M&A, new products, new services, disruptors, startups, and that's really transforming the landscape. We can see how much technology has moved on in the last 20, 30 years. So I especially spend a lot of time looking at that and studying the patterns and the trends and who's doing what with whom and what's driving this change, so we can remain relevant and we can remain unique in our marketplace. But we have to be aware of our surroundings, because obviously we're part of a marketplace, we're part of an industry, and being aware on the movements is really key to ensure that we remain up to date with all the changes.